My biggest problem was because of COVID, I didn't really get to compete.
I mean, who gets in touch with the kid every week and sometimes 2 or 3 times a week? You all were just a message away.
I wish I had a very cute story to tell you about how I began playing tennis, but I was basically just following my sister on court. And I guess I just fell in love with the game. And my coach at the time was a big reason as to why, I love tennis. I've always wanted to compete, and I knew that tennis was still going to be a part of my life, even in my college years. And having a good education is something very important in my family. So, college tennis was a great way for me to do both. My biggest problem was because of COVID, I didn't really get to compete. And so I felt like my UTR wasn't really a reflection of my level of play. And I was very concerned as to the fact that the coaches wouldn't see past that.
Honestly, Aaira. That was it. I think everybody she met in the circuit who had gone to the US for college tennis had gone through you guys.
Adult education was really good with conveying this with the coaches, and a lot of behind the scenes communication happened. And so the coaches were able to, give my video a fair shot and assess my game without my UTR, which did make a big difference. uh, Towards the end of the process, once I had narrowed it down to a few schools, I was very confused as to what my best fit would be. But you guys were great and really helped me pick the right one.
A huge concern for us was her UTR, and you guys, kept telling us that, y'all will figure it out. And the video you made for her, the editing you did was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And getting through to the coaches, the Common App was so difficult. It's so vast. There's just so much to do. But I think y'all really simplified it. I really like how y'all give deadlines, like every week. Y'all will give a little deadline and say, work towards this, this week, make sure this process is complete. So it just ties in all together so beautifully at the time of admission.
I've put in so much effort with my tennis, so it's great to know that I can continue with that, also with the help of an incredible coach.
I mean, who gets in touch with the kid every week and sometimes 2 or 3 times a week? You all were just a message away. Any time she was confused, she just message Rakshit, you or Gautam, and the reply would come immediately, or there'd be a Zoom call arranged. Start the process slightly sooner. We started only about 4 or 5 months before the actual admission. Definitely start sooner so you have more time. Play a lot of UTRs because that actually makes a big difference. I think that's it. And go with added education because you're not going to have any headache. Yeah.
Everyone possible. They all were so important to get me to be the person I am today. My mom especially, I mean, she's traveled with me all over India, places you haven't even heard. My dad for supporting me. My first coach for, teaching me what I know and making me fall in love with the game. I couldn't have done this without you guys, and I would be very lost without you, and I would tell them the same. I'm incredibly happy. It's really exciting to start this new journey, and I'm pretty sure it's going to help me grow as a person.